Shalom, Shalom. Yahawah from the sons of Israel come back with a new lesson. And I give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Hasham, Yahawashi, Hasham, Qadash, Barakatha, Yahawah, Barakatha, Hasham, Barakatha, Yahawah, Barakatha, Hasham, Barakatha, Yahawah, Barakatha, Hasham. Call halalyum, Yahawah, Hasham, Yahawashi, Hasham, Qadash. I give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel who push this truth and diligence in sincerity and truth. And shalom to the Yahawah out there who listen and learning, man. To you say shalom. This lesson will be about do the work in diligence and sincerity to make your election sure. The first scripture I want to get is the book of 1 Peter, 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10, and it says, "Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure." So you need to do the work in diligence and sincerity to make your election sure, okay? To make your calling sure. Because Yahawah called you into this truth, okay? He knocked at your door and he called you into this truth, and you need to work out your own salvation, man. Okay? You need to give diligence to make your election and calling sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall. So, man, give 100%, man. Whatever you can, do the work in unity and sincerity, okay? To make your election sure. That's why we're doing this. Go in the highways and hedges to fish the elect and to fish the elect and to show the heathen the judgments, you know? And we're making this video to edify the body of Israel. You know what I mean? So, now we go to the book of Revelation, chapter 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth. So you're blessed when you read the scriptures, okay? If you read much, you're blessed with wisdom, man, okay? And they that hear the word of this prophecy, you're blessed too. So if you listen to videos, you know, if you watch videos, you're blessed too, okay? If you listen to other Akim who explain you something, okay? Salaki, if it's too loud, I'm in the park right now. And keep those things which are written therein. If you listen and read and keep the things that they're written in the law, statutes, and commandments, in the Salaki, in the Holy Bible, man, in the in our lawgiver, man, Salakia. And keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Okay, so we need to keep these things because the time is at hand, man. Yahawah Hasham Yahawashi will come back soon, man. Okay, so read and study, man. Read, watch videos, okay? So listen to the prophets that other Akim are putting out, man. Okay, to make your election sure. Okay, so now we go to the book of Philippians. Salakia, chapter 2 verse 15. It's the book of Philippians chapter 2 verse 12, Salakia, and it says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have also always obeyed, okay, not in my presence only." So this is Yahawashi saying, so I'm talking about Yahawashi, man, because we're given diligence, but he's not here right now, you know. And we gave diligence when he was there, but now much more in my absence. So we're doing it more right now when he's not there. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So we need to work out our own salvation. So we can't rely on our other Akim who pushing us through and diligence and sincerity. You can't say like, "Hey man, I got this strong brother in my camp, man. He's pushing us forward always, always." You can't rely on him, man. You need to work out your own salvation. You and no one else. I need to work out my own salvation. My Akim need to work out their own salvation. Everything gonna be judged, man. We'll get it real quick. Book of Ecclesiastes. Salakia, chapter 12, verse 14. Salakia, Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 14, and it says, "For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or bad, or evil." Salakia. So whatever you're doing is going to be judged. Your work's going to be judged, and you're saying it's true. I get a precept for that too real quick. Book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. And it says, Salaki, 12 verse 36, and it says, "But I say unto you, that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment." So whatever you're saying, you're going to be judged for that. "For by their words thou shalt be justified, and by their words thou shalt be condemned." Okay, so if you preach the word diligence and sincerity, if you always in this truth, that if you never let the word depart of your mouth, man, you're gonna be justified. But if you only talk wicked, if you only do wickedness and talk wickedness, man, you're gonna be condemned for that. Okay. Now, where was it? Philippians 2:12. I start over again. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have also always obeyed, not as in my absence only, but now much more in my in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Verse 13. So we need to work out our own salvation, okay? For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure, to all things without murmuring and disputings. So do it with joy, man. Don't be like, oh man, I don't want to do this work again. Man, I don't want to do this work again, man. You do this work to be called at the end, to be one of the elect at the end, man. Okay, you should be happy to do that, to have the chance to do that, to be chosen to do that, okay? We'll get it later on that you're chosen to do this work, okay? In diligence and sincerity, to make your election sure, man. Verse 15. That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. We're in a crooked and perverse nation right now, man. This nation is wicked. It's 100% wicked, okay? Among whom ye shine as lights in the world. Man, you are the shining light in this world, okay? You are shining in this world. Because this word is light, man. Okay? This word is light. Like it says in I'll find it real quick. Hebrews chapter 4 and 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even the dividing as under of soul and spirit. So this word is so strong that it even cuts spirit and soul in between, okay? And of the joints of marrow, and it is discern of the thoughts and intents of the heart, man. Okay, so the scripture is we are the light, man, because this word is powerful. And there's another scripture I can remember right now, Salakia, where it says the word is the light, man. Okay, so now we go to the book of Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 6, and it says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. So you need to have faith to please him. You need to have faith that Yahawashi guides you and directs you. You need to have faith that you understand these things, okay? That he is blessing you with this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, okay? That you be able to please him, to do this work, that you make your election sure, man. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is rewarder of them that diligently seek him. He rewards you when you diligently and sincerity to seek him. If you always have your mind, you know, if you cut the wicked thoughts out of your mind and diligently seek him, always thinking about scriptures or about what is going on in the world, and try to connect it to the scriptures, you know. If you diligently seek him, if you diligently in sincerity do this work, man. If you always preach him every week, if you always try to make lessons, or if you always read, like it says in Revelation 1 and 3, he that readeth is blessed, man, and the hero too, man. So try to make this word in diligence and sincerity, okay? Because the Most High rewards you for that, okay? He's a big rewarder, man. Salaka, he's a big rewarder. So we go to the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 3, and it says, and sent forth the servant to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they would not come. So this is the same, man, that we are called from Yahawashi to be in this truth and to go out in the highways and hedges to call you to the wedding, okay? The wedding is to come in this truth and to believe in it, you know? We are married to Yahawashi, man, okay? We are his wife. This is why we need to all do all things, man. Like our wives need to be humble and obedient. We need to be humble and obedient to the word, man, okay? And some will not come, man. Some are listening to it, believing it, but won't come because they're too scared, man. And they're gonna have their reward, okay? So do the word in diligence and sincerity, that you're not like these, man. These are the 2/3, man, okay? these are the Israelites that are still asleep, man. Okay, because when we go to the book of Song of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 4. Salaki. Song of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 4. I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, that ye stir not up, nor awake, my love, until he please. When he tried to awake you, he awaked you, but if you listen and believe in it, it's the choice of him. If he's allowed you to do that, okay? If you listen, the man's goings of the Lord, Proverbs 20 and 24. But the thing is that the Israelites that they are still in sleep are still in the word, man. If in the word you're in sleep, man. If you wake up, you come to this truth, man. Then you wake, okay? Now we go to the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 30. So you need to do this with diligence and sincerity to make your election sure. Don't forget it. This is the topic of this lesson today. Do the work diligence and sincerity to make your election sure that the Most High rewards you with good pleasures, man. Okay? So it's the book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 30. And it says, and thou shalt love Yahawah thy power with all thine heart. How do you love someone? How do you love Yahawah? I will show you real quick. Okay, what is love, man? What is love, Salaki? It's the book of John, chapter 14, verse 15. And it says, Yahawashi speaking himself, if you love me, keep my commandments. So, and thou shalt love Yahawah thy power with all thine heart. So with your mind, because heart, like we had in the lesson before, means love and it means mind, okay? So if you're in your mind, you need to love Yahawah. You need to diligently seek him, okay? This is the love, man. You need to always think about the commandments. You need to always be in the scripture, okay? Trying to. We know that demons try to get you out of it, okay? But I got a precept for that too. Just the book of Matthew 12. Salakia. Salakia, I can find it real quick, but it says through prayer and fasting, these demons go away from you, okay? Because there were, you know, by prayer and fasting, spirits go away, demons go away from you. If you have this lust demon upon you, pray and fast, it'll go away from you, okay? I had it in my mind, in my spirit, man, but I can't find it real quick, so I like it for that. But I will finish the verse. And so it's book of Mark chapter 12, verse 30. And thou shalt love Yahawah thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. But they, you know, just another edification. They may bring it out if you go in the highways and hedges to preach. But what is love, man? Love is to follow His commandments, okay? So you need to follow His commandments to love the Most High with all your heart, you know, with all your soul, with all your mind. Okay? Yeah. So now we go to the book of 2 Timothy. Now. And of course, Salakia, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Salakia. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15, and it says, study, so be in scripture. Study means read scripture daily. Try to get the knowledge, wisdom grown through praying, studying, fasting, and reading, man. Okay, studying to be in this truth, okay? To read in this book day and night, like I get it after that in Joshua 1 and 8, okay? We should be in this truth day and night, in this word, okay? Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High. So you need to study to show yourself approved, you know? To prove the Most High that you are worthy, okay? A workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So if you have a hard job, man, if you doesn't get another job, if you have a full-time job, man, if you're always working, but if you're in your free time, you're in this truth, man, you're rightly dividing the word of truth, man. And you shouldn't be ashamed of that, okay? If you, like, for example, before you had the job, you every day you made a lesson, and then you had a job, you could only make it once a week and go to the Arkham out there to preach, you know. You shouldn't be ashamed, man, if you can do little things. But do the work, diligence, and sincerity, man, to make your election sure. Don't be ashamed if you can do it like you did before, okay? So now we go to the book of Hebrew, chapter 6, verse 11. Um, 6 and 11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. So you need to be diligent, sincerity, and this truth. You need to do the work, diligence, and sincerity, to make full assurance, to be 100% sure of this hope, man. You need to have hope that you at the end be saved, man, okay? Verse 12, that ye be not slothful. Don't be wicked and slothful servant, man. I made a lesson about that. Don't be that person, man. Don't be slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise. Because we are faithful, because we believe and we are willing, we inherit the promise that we at the end be chosen to be one of the 444,000, you know, to be one of the Lord's elect. But you need to have this crazy faith, this everlasting faith, always believe in the Most High, never doubt no Him, you know, and just patience. You need to be patient till Yahawashi is coming. We don't know when He's coming. No one knows it but the Father. But through prophecies that are in here, you know, in the book of Revelation and so on, we can see that it's nigh at hand, man, okay? So be patient and faithful that Yahawashi is choosing you at the end, okay? Never give up. Never lose your faith. Now we go to the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. Judges, Salakia, Joshua 1 and 8. And it says, this book of the law shall not depart of thy mouth. So, commandment is that this book shouldn't depart of your mouth, man. You should always try to talk about the scriptures, talk about the prophecies, okay? Talk about Yahawashi. But thou shalt meditate therein day and night. You should read, meditate therein day and night. Okay, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. That you do everything according to that is written therein. That you follow statutes and commandments to the best of your ability. Okay, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. Okay, then thy way will be good and prosperous and beautiful, man. And then thou shalt have good succeed, okay? Success, Salakia. Then you're gonna success in things, man. For example, you're always in the scriptures, you're always reading, you're always studying, you're always praying that Yahawashi let you knowledge wisdom grow. Don't you think that someday your knowledge wisdom grow at this topic that you're asking for all the time, that He gives you the chapter to understand that? Of course He will, but you need to show Him that you're worthy to be blessed with that knowledge and wisdom understanding, okay? You need to put the effort in to be one of the elect. You need to make you do the work, diligence, and sincerity to make your election sure, man. This is what we need to do, okay? Now we go to the book in the Barakatha, the book of Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, because the writer of it is Sirach, chapter 18, verse 14. And it says, He have mercy on them that receive discipline. Okay, the Most High has mercy on them who are disciplined. What is discipline? Discipline is that you're always in the scriptures. Discipline is that you always do a lesson. Discipline is that you have a goal and fulfill it every day. Okay, for example, you make a lesson every day. You know, this is a goal, and you're disciplined enough to do it. You know, and I get a precept for that too. This book of Sirach again, 32 and 14. Whosoever feareth, so if you fear the Most High, feareth Yahawah, will receive His discipline. So if you fear Yahawashi, you're gonna get this discipline. So you need to fear Yahawah. And if you fear Yahawah, you're gonna get more knowledge and wisdom. You're gonna get wisdom. Okay? The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. And get it real quick too. This book of Proverbs, chapter 9 verse 3. Salakia. Book of Proverbs, chapter 9 verse 13. Now verse 10. The fear of Yahawah So it's the book of Proverbs chapter 9 verse 10, Salakia. The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So the fear of Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of Yahawah gives the discipline, and the fear of Yahawah gives the knowledge, according to Proverbs 1 and 7. Okay, so fear the Most High, to be blessed with more knowledge, wisdom, and to be diligent, to have this discipline, to be doing the work in diligence and sincerity. Okay, so and they that seek him early shall find favor. So if you seek him early, you're going to have favor in his eyes, man. Okay, so we're going back to 18 and 14, Sirach 18 and 14. He that have mercy on them that receive discipline, and that diligently seek after his judgments. You diligently seek after this judgment, that you're going to be righteous in the judgment. Okay, you want to be that through his works and saying be justified and not condemned, man. This is what you're going to do through this work and out the diligence and sincerity. Okay, to work out your own salvation, man. That's what we need to do. So we go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 16, and it says, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why should thou destroy thyself? Man, be content with that you have. Okay, don't be like, hey, I saw this ark, man, I want the same knowledge as him. I will study this word day and night. Not day and night, but always do nothing else. Okay, you destroy yourself to that if you do too much. Okay, so like it says, man, if you're in righteous work, man, you shouldn't be ashamed of that. Okay, so don't be righteous over much, man, or you destroy yourself, man. Don't do too much, okay, or you're gonna destroy your own self. Okay, so now we're going to the book of Matthew chapter 7 and 7. Just a quick precept for those Akim and Aquaf who are struggling with things, man. If you're like, hey, man, I always got this feeling to do the worldly stuff. I always have the feeling to do, for an example, rather a video from an ark about the truth. You rather go to the sport things. Okay. Matthew 7 and 7. Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. So you need to ask the Most High in Salakia. I get the precept real quick. Yeah, this is the other precept I want to get. It's the book of John chapter 15 verse 16. You need to ask in the name of Yahawashi. So you need to ask in Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. Okay, because then the Father will bless you with the things that you're asking for. Okay, if you ask to be more diligent in this truth, if you ask with nothing wavering, according to Proverbs 1 verse 6 to 7, what's that? I will look after the Salakia, but you need to ask in faith, nothing wavering, that He listened to your prayer. Okay, so it's the book of John chapter 15 verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, Salakia, that whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, He may give it to you. So first of all, the most Yahawashi chose us. We didn't chose Yahawashi. Okay, He chose us to do the work in diligence and sincerity. Second of all, the fruit is your work, that your fruit will remain till the end. Okay. Third of all, you should ask in Yahawashi's name, that you're gonna get the blessings of the Father. Okay, whatever you're asking for. Okay. So 7 and 7. Ask and it shall be given you. So you need to ask, man, and these demons going away, man. Through prayer and fasting, it's gonna, for example, going away. If you really believe in that they're going away from you, or you really believe that you believe in what you're saying, to have faith in it, really unwavering faith, You're gonna bless you with that, man. And it's what we need in this truth. We need this crazy faith, because Salaki. Because the demons gonna these doubt demons gonna come, this lust demons gonna come, this proud demons gonna come, and you need to resist them all, man. Okay. So I will look up this one precept what I called out. Nah. wasn't that Salakia. It was Lord willing, I find it real quick. It was Ecclesiastes. Can't remember the scripture right now, Salakia Akim, but it says clearly that you need to have unwavering faith in Yahawah Yahawashi. Okay? Yep. You need to ask for wisdom and you need to have unwavering faith, okay? And don't be like fearing anything, okay? We're only allowed to fear Yahawah and no one else. And now we go to the book of John, chapter 11, verse 22. And it says, Salakia, 11 and 22. But I know that even now, whatsoever thou wilt ask of the Most High will give it thee. So you need to ask in faith, okay? You need to ask in faith that Yahawah will bless you with that. Now we go to the book of 1 Corinthians 58. So it's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast and unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahawah. You should always abounding in the work of Yahawah. So always pushing this word in diligence and sincerity. Always praying, fasting, reading, studying, making videos, watching videos, going to highways and hedges to preach. Okay, talking to Yahawah just in your spirit, man. If you're around, man, talk to them. Okay, be always abounding in the work of Yahawah, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in Yahawah, man. Be always in this truth, okay? Be unmovable. When someone's come up, man, truth is a lie. Say, nah, man, I have everlasting faith, unwavering faith, man, that Yahawah Yahawashi word is 100% the truth, man. Okay? And, Salakia. What was it? Yeah. I love when it's the precept that I was looking for. Just Philippians. But you should always abound in the work of Yahawah, okay? Nah, wasn't it? So lucky I can find it right now, but if you lack of knowledge, wisdom, understanding of this crazy faith of this that your body's living sacrifice, man, for Yahawah Yahawashi. Okay, if you lack of anything, ask, okay, ask in faith and in Yahawah Yahawashi's name. And but do the work in diligence and sincerity to make your election sure, okay? Show the precept, do the work in diligence and sincerity, really. In diligence and sincerity to make your election sure, to be called one of the elect at the end. This is why we're doing all this work. This is why we be always in this truth, diligence and sincerity, okay? So Lord, when it was edifying, Barakatha, Yahawah, Barakatha, Yahawashi, Shalom.